Today we saw the biggest IPO in human history. SpaceX hit the Nasdaq and shot up almost 30% in a single day, reaching a valuation of over $2 trillion. Elon Musk officially became the world's first trillionaire. And even if you didn't buy a single share, this directly hits your crypto portfolio. Let me explain why. While this IPO was happening, here's what went down in crypto. A week ago, Bitcoin broke below 60,000 and everyone was scared to death. But this Friday, BTC is back at 64 and nobody understands what is going on. Well, the crowd is in a trap again. This bounce is not what it looks like. In the next 10 minutes you will understand the market better than 90% of the X channels you read every day. We'll cover what's happening with SpaceX and where to buy it, what to do with the Bitcoin we bought together last week, and of course the game plan for the next week where everything would flip upside down again. This is your weekly market review. Drop a like right now and let's dive into the madness. Let's start with what the whole market is buzzing about today. The numbers are literally out of this world. They listed at $135, a valuation of almost 1.8 trillion, making it the biggest listing in history. On day one, it went up 30%, pushing the valuation past 2 trillion. It's pure FOMO. The crowd is fighting to get in. Now, why does this matter to you? Look at where the risk appetite went. The money is there, the greed is there, but it's flying into space, AI and stocks, not crypto. The proof is simple. While SpaceX jumped 30%, money kept pouring out of Bitcoin ETFs, and the same goes for Ethereum ETFs. This means smart money was lining up for Musk today, not Bitcoin. Remember this, we'll come back to it. Now about the stock itself, since everyone is asking whether to buy or not. Let's take off the rose-colored glasses. The company lost over $4 billion in a single quarter. The average analyst target for the year is around 140, which is lower than where it's trading right now. So if you jump in now at 170, you are buying the day one top from the people who got it in at 135. Here's my take on the levels. 135 is a front line. That's the listing price where everyone with an allocation is sitting. Above this level, the party goes on. If it drops below 135, early buyers go into red, and that's where the real pain starts. The day one high of 176 is the resistance. Jumping into a 30% pump on day one isn't trading, it's a casino. If you want exposure, it's much smarter to wait for the hype to cool down and buy closer to 135, not at the very top. And by the way, SpaceX is already trading on Bybit spot as a token that is backed one-to-one by the real stock, and it trades 24/7 without worrying about Nasdaq hours. It's token, not the actual share, so it doesn't give you shareholder rights, but it tracks the price perfectly. This means that for the first time in history, you can trade the biggest IPO directly from your crypto account without a broker and without a US bank account. If you want to jump in or just have it traded, sign up using my link below the video. There is a nice bonus for beginners there too. And here's the funny fact. SpaceX itself holds almost 19,000 bitcoins, making it one of the biggest corporate holders in the world. The same company that sucked all the liquidity out of crypto today is actually up to its neck in Bitcoin. Now, why the whole market green? It's not crypto, it's oil. All spring the market was choked by the Gulf War, expensive oil, rising inflation and the Fed cutting off oxygen. But this week Trump cancelled the strike on Iran and said a deal could be signed over the weekend. Because of this, oil crashed below $84, hitting a 2-month low. Cheaper oil means less inflation and more breathing room for risk assets. That's why it pumped everything from stocks to Bitcoin. But here's the trap. It's all still based on Trump's words, and he's already doubting the terms himself. We've had a dozen-piece headlines like this over the last months, and every single of them fell apart. Plus, on Wednesday, the May inflation data came in hot at 4.2%, the highest since spring 2023. And there is one guy looking very closely at this number, the new Fed chair, Kevin Warsh. On Tuesday and Wednesday, he holds his first meeting with fresh market forecasts. He's a hawk. One hint from him that rate cuts are delayed and all this Friday joy will vanish in a single night. This is our main risk for next week. By the way, I drop updates like this first in my X in real time. The link is below the video. Join if you want to be ahead of the world. So the main question, is this bounce real or not? I'll give you the answer right now. Not yet. What we are seeing is just shorts closing plus a relief rally from cheaper oil. These are not real buyers. And here's the metric you can use to see it for yourself without me. ETF flows. As long as massive money is leaving the ETFs, real money hasn't entered crypto, no matter how green the candlesticks look. The trend will reverse only when outflows turn into inflows, real inflows for a few days in a row. Write that down. Let's wrap it all into one game plan. Tuesday and Wednesday is a Fed meeting led by Warsh with new forecasts. This is a ticking bomb for both sides of the market. Over the weekend, the Iran deal could get signed. The Clarity Act is on the Senate calendar, but the vote might not even happen, so don't wait it like a miracle. And here is what I'm doing. Bitcoin, holding my spot, taking partial profits at 71, adding more at 60 and 55, and invalidating the trade if we close the week below 55. Ethereum, 1500 is the bottom target, 1800 is the level to reclaim, and I am keeping my eyes on three things: Warsh stone, iron, and ETF flows. The moment ETF flows turn green again, the bottom is in. To sum up the week, SpaceX stole all the hype and showed that for now money is choosing stocks over crypto. Oil crashed because of iron and lifted the market, but right now it's just opium. Bitcoin bounced perfectly from our levels, but we have Warsh's first meeting ahead, which could flip the whole board. Keep a cool head and keep your cash ready. Hit subscribe. Next week we'll check if the plan worked, and I'll drop an urgent update after the Fed meeting. Drop a like if this was helpful. The X link is below the video. Protect your capital, and that's all I have for today. See ya. And guys, this is not a financial advice. I'm just sharing my views and my plan. You make your own decisions and only risk what you can afford to lose.